What's up, guys? This is John from the Shenanigans, and if you're finding this video, it's a good chance that you're probably not a fan of family vlogs, and that's what this vlog is. It's a family vlog. But today, I'm talking about something that is near and dear to my heart. It's goals. So back in 2002, 2003, my wife and I bought, let me show you. You Get the Edge program from Tony Robbins. It's a 7-day program. Transform your life. Emotions, relationships, health, and finances. I listen to these constantly, all the time. Everywhere I went, I was listening to these. When I was running, I was listening to them. There's another one called Personal Power, the most successful person achievement program of all time. As part of the Get the Edge program, you had to come up with like a notebook. From what I remember, it's been a very long time, so it's been almost 15 years. I had a goal book here. I found it out in the garage, by the way. And you could say it's very old, turning brown. I find it very, very interesting. So now, almost 15 years later, where am I in comparison to the goals that I set back then? And I was reading through this morning, and it's very, very interesting. See, I've always been a very driven person, so that means I set goals and I achieve them. I'm never quite happy with where I am at the moment. I'm always looking at the next goal. I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm not an expert in that. I just always chalk that up as to being driven, good or bad. First off, it has when I first started losing weight. So I talk about running all the time, and this is when I was walking. I was walking 25, 15 minutes, 20 minutes at a time. Before I was even running. So that shows you the beginning stages. Now I run ultra marathons. So one of the things I used to always remember from Tony Robbins, he used to always say, you have to be disturbed with where you are. So the change you want to make, sorry, I'm not gonna get comfortable. You have to be really, really disturbed with where you are. It has you list in here, take actions, to list out things you need to take action on. And so I started losing weight, finishing school, finishing the garage, and I guess evidently I had a problem calling people back, because that was one of them. I'm not sure why. Like losing weight, I set myself back then as the exact weight I wanted to be, and I reached that goal, and I was there for many, many years. It just shows you, I set that goal from running. I started running 5Ks, 10Ks, marathons, and then ultra marathons, and now 15 years later, and I run ultra marathons, and I stick with it. That seed started way back then. I actually have it listed right here, 125. 2003. This program was very, very good because it had you define the things for. So if it was wealth or losing weight, it really had you granularly list out the things you think you needed to do to achieve those, and to help you really walk through achieving the goal. So I'm going to go try to find some of my goals. We're going to listen to see what I've achieved 15 years later. Okay, so on 2/26/2003. Actually, I put the 11:45 p.m. So evidently I was up very late. First one, finish my associates. I did that, and I actually put the caveat in there, finished with a 3.5. I actually think I've finished with a 3.83. Finished my bachelor's. I finished that, and I also finished with a 3.95. Not bad. And even in a goal that I didn't have here, as I'm almost done with my master's. I have 3 courses left for my master's. So even back then, 15 years ago, I wasn't even thinking about a goal I'm getting ready to achieve. So I've been updating those goals. Read and learn as much as I can about business and investing as I can. I invested a bunch back then. It's not something I'm super interested in now, but back then I was. I really got really hardcore into it. Salary goals. Now doubled the salary goal that I set for myself back then. I do pretty well with what I do as a profession. So from that standpoint, I've been very successful, and first achieving the weight loss, and then achieving my goals towards my education, which was the associate's, bachelor's, and now it's master's, and that kind of led into the successes that I had in my career. And now I'm at a point in my career where I can start helping others achieve their goals in their career, and that's a fantastic thing, being in leadership and being able to help others and mentor others who were at the stage I was 15 years ago. It's fantastic. Some more of my goals were at least 50 something pounds. I did that. I lost 55 pounds, almost 60 pounds. Just be more productive, be a better father and husband. Meet Tony Robbins. I never got to meet Tony Robbins. That's one thing on here that I wish I could have met him. Learn to be more patient. Not sure if I'm that. Learned Spanish and piano. Didn't do either one of those. Finished the basement. that's done. Finished my MCSE. I didn't do that, but I did finish my MCSA, which is a Microsoft Certified Systems Administrator. I did that a long time ago. Stopped watching so much TV. I did that, but now I watch a lot of YouTube. Manage my time better. Still struggle with time management. Ended up becoming a manager and supervisor. I did that a long time ago. Again, finished school. So it seems like a lot of the things that I was focused on was securing a little bit more financially for my family. So it was saving money, earning more money, finishing school, which would help me achieve those goals towards making more money to have a more secure life. Where at that point, I think I was just had our second child. We'd been married a year and a half, 2 years at this point. So this was me in the mindset of a new husband, a new father, and what I was going to be obtaining for my family. And I'd like to say, 15 years later, I've achieved all those goals. I'm at a point now where everything that I've set in here, I've achieved. And the only reason that I did achieve it is I did map all of this out, and I set smaller goals that led to a bigger goal. I did that all the time. If it was attending school, I made sure that I was taking more classes, even when I didn't want to. Link not taking action to pain. So starting to change your mind, like if I don't get up and I don't go run, that's going to lead to me not losing the weight, which is going to be painful. Control our lives, not let our lives control us. Self-explanatory. And I am in control of my thinking and my life. You are in control of your life. You can make the change every single day. You can either choose to make the change or you can choose not to make the change, and you are in complete control of that. Fear stops most people from doing, and that's very, very true, especially when it comes to YouTube. Putting yourself out there, vlogging in public, just really trying to make this grow can be a little scary at times, because you really do have to put yourself out there and you have to put in the work. Make enjoyment in the processes of achieving things that you want. So have fun achieving the goals and realize that every step that you're taking is towards the thing you want. So have fun doing it, or else you're not going to do it. 15 years later, I can say that I'm very proud of the things that I see in here and the things that I achieved, and I like to see some of the things in there that I didn't achieve, which were, kind of fell off the plate and were not priorities for me anymore. But the things that were extremely important in there are the things that I did achieve, which were losing weight, being healthy for my family and myself, finishing my education, at least the two levels of education I had set in there. I've actually finished another level beyond that, or getting ready to, so that I could secure a better financial future for myself and my family. So those were extremely important to me, and I'm glad to see 15 years later, thanks to Tony Robbins helping give me the tools. Gave me the tools to think about these things in a logical way. I combined that with my natural desire and drive and hard-headedness, and it's really helped. So a lot of you YouTubers out there are young. You're just starting off. You're probably at the stage I was 15 years ago with young kids. And I'm glad to see the desire in you to better yourself. Again, keep striving every day. Don't forget about your goals. Keep them in your mind always. It's taken me a long time to achieve my goals, from the beginning of them being planted into my mind to being at a point now where I think that I've achieved those and I have to set new goals, and I'm extremely excited about those. While he's probably come out with some new programs, these are extremely impressive programs themselves. They're probably pretty cheap to get now. I do recommend listening to them. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing, and see you later. Bye.